was standing all alone, fixing to do the Main Stage Music live stream. Welcome to the Main Stage Weekly live stream. This is Brad, and I am talking about showcasing a really cool product. I wish I could tell you it was brand new, but you know what? It's not. This is actually a product that has been impossibly popular around the shop, but has actually been around for several years, and it's just now, at least in our area, kind of garnering a bunch of attention. First of all, thank you so much for watching our live stream channel. If you're not already a fan on YouTube, make sure you go click on there and click subscribe, and that way you get to see all this kind of stuff. Also, if you have any comments, we are welcome. This is live, so I mean there's no buffer here. You can actually type in your comments right now, and I'd be happy to answer them for you. So anyways, so what are we talking about today? Well, today this is a acoustic guitar, but this guitar is made by Yamaha, the storied company that everyone knows and loves, but it's special. Let me tell you why this guitar is special. First of all, I'll go over the basic layout of it. You have a guitar that the back and sides are made from mahogany. The top is solid spruce, Sitka spruce. They even do this really nice clear pickguard. I'll try to get it in the glare where you can kind of see it. It looks like it doesn't have a pickguard. Oh, there it is. But you can actually see it's transparent. Okay. You've got a solid rosewood bridge and solid rosewood fretboard. So really the guitar is made from all good organic materials. We're not talking about any kind of composites or whatnot. And honestly, the guitar sounds, it's got really nice low action. And of course they build in electronics. It's a nice piezo system, piezo transducer system. Okay. So in other words, just a pressure plate. You can hear it there underneath the saddle. This guitar comes in several varieties, but two basic varieties. This one's called the concert model or concert size. So it's a little bit shrunk down for either smaller stature people or people who just want more of a command of their guitar. They also make it in the more traditional dreadnought version, which is kind of the big, chunky, bigger, louder, acoustically version. They're available in several different finishes. I brought the Sunburst with me because it's beautiful. I mean, who doesn't love a Sunburst finish? Okay, I mean, it's just so pretty. And but they also are available in a ruby red, a tinted natural lacquer, and even black, like a gloss black, if you really want to make a dramatic statement. But honestly, this Sunburst, I don't know exactly what they call it. Is it Autumn Burst or something, or Brown Sunburst? But it is gorgeous. So it's got a nice, crisp, full sound. Now, just so you guys have an idea of what we're using, we're simply plugging the guitar using a Ernie ball guitar cable right into a direct box into our mixer channel. So right now it's completely dry. There's nothing, changing the sound. Even the guitar on the channel has no real beefy preamp or effects or EQ or anything on it. It's just dry. But I'll tell you what, even dry, it's got that real concise and articulate sound. I think people who don't know what to call that say it's cut through the mix. And I have to say that it's set up perfectly. So just a beautiful, beautiful guitar. So, okay, you might go, whoa, dude, okay, you're bringing me a Yamaha flat. I mean, yeah, everybody knows Yamahas are great. Why? What's new about this? Why are you... Okay, so this is the TA line of acoustics, or transducer acoustics. And you go, okay, Big Whip, it's got a transducer. That's what a pickup is. For all of y'all who don't know what the word transducer means, or in the electrical speak, it's basically a mechanism that transfers one type of energy into a different type of energy. Okay, so A pickup is a transducer because it's taking, in this case, the pressure sensitive nature of strings pushing down and turning it into an electrical signal that then comes out of the output. So this technically is called a piezo transducer. But this guitar has another transducer. And somewhere right in this general area of the body, inside the guitar, they have built another transducer that is mounted to the top. And what that does is when you activate the circuit, which you can see there's 3 very tactful knobs right here. When you activate the circuit, it vibrates the top. Now, if you think about this actually makes perfect sense. Because if you've ever seen a guitar speaker, or just say any speaker in general, a speaker is made up of course, a paper basket. Okay? That's the cone, they call it. And then on the back of that, you have that magnet, that heavy part right there. That's the part that's really doing all the work. It's vibrating, and then that sound is transferring through the paper cone. So that's where we're getting our sound from. But it's a transducer, okay, that heavy magnet. So what they've done here is pretty brilliant. They've built that transducer into the top, and it resonates the guitar and produces a natural effect. It's really neat. Now, I know it's really difficult. I've actually had my qualms about doing this because you can't get the full impact of how awesome this technology is until you try it in person, okay? But when you press this button and turn it on, you're effectively going from this dry kind of sound to being able to have this big, full sound. They've actually built in this beautiful 2 basic effects, reverb and chorus. And so when that transducer's on, without being plugged into an amplifier, the guitar vibrates with this transducer and you get this beautiful, polished studio sound. It's almost like having a little guitar amplifier built into this very nice acoustic guitar. And so it sounds full and loud and just gorgeous. Now, you do have 3 basic effects here. 2 are the same. Reverb. You have a room reverb, and just so you see the knobs here, you have a room reverb knob, and then as you turn it a little bit more, it turns into a hall reverb. So I'm going to let you hear what the room reverb sounds like. Okay? So here's no reverb. We're going to add a little bit. See, it just sounds like that nice little slap back of like being in a large room. As we bring the intensity up a little bit more, now it sounds like it's in a little bit larger room. Now, some people might go, well, what's the big deal? So there it is on. Here it is off. And then here it is on again. I don't know about you, but it's the details that make, again, the whole experience better. So that's the room reverb. So again, the sound of, let's say, you being in a small to mid-sized room. Now the next setting, again, from that same knob, is called reverb hall. Okay. Now what they're referring to is still a room, but it's a large room or a hall. And we'll start with just a little bit of the hall reverb and listen to the difference in sound. So harshness, just a little bit. See, it has more dwell to it. And then if you increase that intensity, you can even go, this is full blast on the hall reverb, and listen to how beautiful this sounds. Sounds like you're in a huge... The notes just seem to shimmer more, and it just gives you a beautiful open air sound. It just makes it softer and easier to digest than just a dry. I mean, listen to the difference. And then this is nothing. Again, it's brusque. It doesn't lend itself to the beauty of the guitar's natural sound. It's just gorgeous. Now, when you couple that reverb, actually, let's just talk about the next effect. The next effect is chorus. Now, the chorus is adjusted just with this second knob here. So you get the first one is your reverbs. The second one is chorus. So right now, there's no chorus on it at all. Now listen, as I start slowly bringing it in, listen to how it adds. Gives it a nice shimmer. Here's full chorus. And then here's no chorus. Verses. See, the chorus is a modulation effect. It modulates the sound. It just gives it a little bit of a swirly effect. Now, I'll tell you, for anyone who's played with effects on acoustic or electric guitars, when you blend the chorusing effect with a reverb effect, oh man, that's like salty and sweet. It just goes together and it works so well. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the chorus at about 1 o'clock, and I'm going to add that reverb hall. Make it sound like you're in a big hall. And listen to how beautiful this sounds. Oh, question. Let me see here. I don't even think I'm logged in.
You want me to read it to you?
Yeah, what's the question?
Okay. Can you feel the vibration on your right forearm from the transducer attached to the top inside?
Okay, so this from Michael Elkins. Michael, thanks for watching. If you can, it is so slight that it is what do you want to say, imperceptible from the natural resonance of the guitar. Does that make sense? You know, because all guitars will vibrate when you play them, because that's where we get sound, from the resonance of the top. And it's not like, oh, like it's really like a cell phone buzzing on a hard table. It doesn't feel anything remotely to that. So if there is a resonance, it's so slight that it is imperceptible. Is that a word? Okay, so you can't, it's not like you feel it and it's giving your arm a soothing massage or anything like that. So.
And Evan Harris said swirly has multiple meanings.
Okay. You're right. You're right. When you're right, you're right. And you're always right. But okay, so listen to how beautiful that chorus and the reverb together have. It reminds me of the early 90s, you know. I don't want to talk about it anymore. It's a shame I've got to live without you anymore. In my heart, driving me crazy. Or all that extreme stuff. Back the reverb off just a bit. really dialed in studio sound. It sounds awesome. Or if you want to really crank the chorus and bring the reverb down a little bit, that's your every rose has its thorn. We both lie silently still in the dead of the night. Though we're both close together, we feel miles apart inside. Was it something I said or something I ate? Did the words just come out right? Though I tried so to tell you, yeah, yes I tried. I guess that's why they say every rose has its thorn. Man, that's the tone right there, guys. But see, they build it right in with that transducer. Now, of course, the other thing I was going to tell you about this is I just have this plugged in. I mean, it's not going to a effect box, okay? Now, the reason I'm saying that is imagine all of the pickup gigs, okay? Whether you, I don't know, are just a weekend player who plays, maybe who helps around with his church, right? You know, come on up here and you can, play a song for us or whatnot. With this, you can plug right into the sound system. You don't have to give any kind of weird hand signals to the guy working the back. You've got that reverb and that chorus that gives your guitar that dialed in sound, and it comes through the guitar. You don't have to worry about having an extra box, right? If you're just a guy playing around the house, either writing or performing just, again, without an amplifier, that natural transducer sound really does fill out. Everybody who's seen this in the shop, when you turn it on, they're like, it's like that, wow. It's audibly a cool thing. And of course, it's Yamaha, so the qualities of the reverb and the chorus, they're awesome. It's just that really, really sweet chorus. It's not that real, anybody who knows what I'm talking about. If you get a cheap chorus pedal, they sound, I believe, as our Spanish-speaking friends say, el terrible, okay? It's terrible. But the sound of this chorus has got a very nice, That's what mommies and daddies used to listen to in the early 90s. Just kidding. But I mean, it's got so many range of sounds. But in the end, okay, so people go, oh, okay, so you're showing me some cool new guitar. I bet you costs $1 million or whatever. So Yamaha has always been known for delivering a lot of bang for the buck. Okay, so this guitar only sells for $770. You can get it in either the Dreadnought or the Concert in any finish you want for the same price. So they don't charge extra for a sunburst the way Gibson or some of these other companies do. It's the same cost. The neck is a satiny finish neck. I know you can kind of see it in the picture. So it's real, welcoming. Okay. Now, another thing about main stage music. Did you know that main stage music, is the only platinum certified Yamaha guitar dealer in East Tennessee right now? Now, what does that mean? Well, it means that we can get all the cool stuff that other stores can't get. And one of those items is the LL model in the Trans Acoustic. So the LL is a fabled Dreadnought used by countless songwriters over the last 50 years. And it is really an incredible guitar. But they offer that model only through platinum dealers with the Trans Acoustic tech built into it. And we actually have one of those in stock, and it is awesome. So But this one is hands down the most popular, just because of the price and for everything that you get for it. So if you're a solo performer and all you have is a powered speaker without any kind of jazz to it, right? This guy right here gets it done for a really affordable price. You just plug this into a plain Jane powered speaker. You've got your reverb, some chorusing. Really gives your guitar that much needed, polish. So, if you guys haven't played one of these already, I mean, they're very popular at the shop, but if you haven't played one already and you're in the market or know someone's in the market for a cool new tool like this, there's no excuse not to come down, check one out, and snag one for yourself. It's the Yamaha TA or Trans Acoustic series flat top guitars, and Mainstage Music is the only shop that's got the whole selection in stock. So we're open 6 days a week. You're always welcome to come down and jam. Oh, and to answer a question, by the way, I cannot believe I get this question still, but yes, we take trade-ins. I mean, even today, we had a half dozen people ask that. I'm like, absolutely, and we give the most on trade. So if you have a piece of gear that's not inspiring you anymore, you bring it down, and we give you 70% of its value towards anything that you want in the store. So if you've got a guitar that's worth, I don't know, $100, you get $70 towards whatever you want. So come on down to the shop and we'll get you hooked up with one of these brand new Yamaha Trans Acoustics. We'll see you guys next time.